Welcome to the Inside Loudoun podcast. My name is JC.
I'm Jesse.
And I'm Ken.
We have a great guest for you guys today. It's McKenna Smet. McKenna is the founder of Elite Wellness. McKenna, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you guys so much for having me.
Tell us a little bit about Elite Wellness, a little bit about how you started the business, and what you guys are doing in Ashburn.
All right, so we started the business in 2018 after having years of, hands-on work in the health field. And our degrees are kinesiology, and we have masters in health education, public health. So really the reason is we kept getting injured from playing sports, Division I sports when we were in college. So now we're literally hanging limb by limb. So I was like, hey, let's invest our money into these super high tech health services. And other people have to be injured and need them as well, or have, autoimmune disorders and all of these things that medicine can't necessarily fix. So we're trying to mitigate certain things with our technology. And we got to Ashburn. I don't even know, honestly, how, but here we are.
So real quick, McKenna, you've got a partner, Josie.
Yes.
And I'm kind of curious, what did you guys play in college?
So she played volleyball for Hawaii, and I played soccer at Towson.
Pretty cool.
So you guys are obviously still active within your own spaces. But how has this affected your business, and what are you guys doing now that we're in quarantine?
Right. So this obviously caught us off guard. We were doing really well. And then the next week it was like the coronavirus situation. I was like, oh my gosh. But when you're this active your whole life, you don't just stop and give up. So you're like, okay, how do we change our whole approach? And we've already done online nutrition, online workout plans. So we just took that and actually launched it officially. So we've been doing those for people. Like, it's really in depth. It's not your cookie cutter plans, but we've rented out our equipment to people. We've had people buy plans from us, and in exchange, we kind of also give them a pair of dumbbells or kettlebells and stuff like that. So, and then we bought a bunch of merchandise the week before this happened, which was bad timing, but we were like, well, now we need to sell this merchandise and hopefully like keep our doors open somewhat, right? So yeah. We've been just changing and adapting like everyone else has been.
So where do people go to find out how to do your online stuff?
So I have a link, and I usually post it on our Facebook page, Elite Wellness, Performance and Recovery, Instagram, all the wonders of the internet. And we're very active. I like to post a little bit more than Josie does, hence why she's probably hiding in a corner right now as I film this video with you guys. But and we just relaunched our website. So our new website will be Elite wellnessperformance.com, and we have all new stuff. And we've been using this time to almost not rebrand, but completely add so much more value. So when we do reopen fully and the life resumes normalcy, people are going to be just amazed, I think, at what we've done in such, I guess, poor conditions or whatever people want to call it. It's just not ideal, right? So I'm excited.
Okay, so let's be real. I've been stuffing my face every day for the past, I don't know, are we on 5 weeks now? What day is it?
Jesse, I told you not to do it. Now I have to do damage control on you.
I'm trying to be pioneer woman. I'm making a lot of bread. I'm eating everything the kids are eating, cookies and cakes, and my birthday's coming up. I'm going to eat more cake. So what can I be doing at home to prevent the quarantine 15?
So the first thing I ask someone is, what do they have access to? So the thing that was so popular with our programming and our online plans, because there's a million plans on Google, right? You type it in, so much stuff is dumped on you that you're like, all right, I just won't work out. So for you, Jesse, I would say, okay, Jesse, what do you have access to workout wise that I can take and create a plan for you, knowing your goals? There you go, your cell phone, knowing what I know about you. So people have to tell me a little bit about them. Like, okay, do you have any limitations? Do you have access to this, access to that? Some people have said, look at this home gym I have, and it's literally nicer than anything I've seen. Other people are like, hey, here's this one mini band that I use. And I'm like, oh gosh. So I have to create all of this customized workouts for you. And that would be the number one thing. I think if you're going to eat loaves of bread or whatever you're doing over there, like, just, if you're not going to exercise for real at home, I would just say keep moving, like walk, go on walks, be as active as possible to burn as many little calories to offset the bad, right? But then, or contact me, please, please, and let me help you get a plan together. Because once it's organized and you're accountable, the adherence to the exercise is so much higher. Because I say, like, I need to see proof that you're doing this. I need to see measurements. I need to see these things. Because when you come back to train with us or work with us, I will know right away who did not do what I said.
I saw that on your Insta stories. You've posted some people who have been following your workout and have been seeing some really great results. So
yeah, I like to maximize money and time. So people were like, these are harder than your in-person workouts. And I was like, well, I mean, they love it. So it's really doing really, really well.
So,
Jesse, you have no excuse because you have a Peloton at home.
It's a climbing device for my children, Ken. So it just sits there in my living room. I stare at it every day. I know. I have to wake up really early for that. Stop! I'm feeling guilty now.
You know, McKenna, I love the idea of accountability, and I think it's kind of cool. Have you even thought about doing Zoom calls with your clients, set in and just getting a face-to-face and say, hey, let's go over your workout, how'd it go? And I think that might actually help some people. Have you thought about that?
Yeah, definitely. I've actually, when I send a plan, I send not only the movements, but I send my YouTube links to every single exercise with me doing it with a voiceover. Then I send I record myself and I explain their plan specifically and why I chose those movements for them and what I think is going to be the most beneficial. So I kind of give them like a briefing of like, hey, this is why I made it this way for you. Like I did a 12-year-old girl's plan the other day. She's a sprinter. It's not going to be the same as Jesse's plan or your plan or someone who's 300 pounds. Like I have to change everything about it based off of each individual.
That's incredible. That's awesome.
It's really, I just wish you guys could see the time it's like it takes to do these things. It's so much fun, but it's so good when people actually do it. And then they send you videos and photos and tag you on Instagram because they're like, hey, this was awesome. Most people hate exercise, like, you know, so it's cool to see people that actually are doing it.
So I've been to the wellness center and I've got to experience the cryotherapy.
Your favorite.
Yeah, the freezing chamber. But I think what's so cool about you guys is that you integrate both exercise and healing things. And I just wanted you to talk a little bit about some of the gadgets and gizmos aplenty that you have there.
You are right about that. So we are unique in the sense that I know that it's hard to convince people, especially Jessie, to get into a freezing chamber, but Jessie can speak for how much it's helped her, right? So, but it's general population is like, oh, what's the big deal? But we had to think outside the box and bring in all these other things. So like electrical muscle stimulation, we have the cryo chambers, the compression boots, the infrared sauna for the autoimmune disorders, the cryo T-shock, which is a little more lymphatic drainage based, and I can go into that. And we're adding in oxygen therapy once once everything opens back up, which will be great for lung capacity. And I'm really excited about that because no one else has it. And we have a few other things that I'm not announcing yet, but I'm super excited about them. And we've been working so hard. And I know it's not like we have money or anything right now, but it's networking with people, and we've built a network of people that want to come in with us. And I'm really excited to finally announce that soon.
Hey guys, so are you going to get in the cryo chamber if we ever do a video there?
Yeah, I'm totally game for that. And I was going to ask you, can people come and try it out, or do you kind of have to do a whole intake form and a proposed program, or can they just come and check out the cryo thing? Because I think that interests a lot of people.
Yes, you can absolutely do both. We do gather some medical history. So there's medical contraindications, which means if someone's has super high blood pressure, they can't do it. And if someone's pregnant, they can't do it. But some people are like, hey, I want to just try a session because I've heard about it and I want to see. And then other people are like, hey, I have this condition. How often should I come in here? And we're very honest. Some people were like, hey, try it once a week if you can make it. Other people were like, wow, you do really well we have someone here every day. Every 7 days a week she comes in here. Like without it, I don't know how they love it so much. They need it. It's like some people though, it's not everyone's cup of tea. I'll tell you now, Ken, it's very, very cold.
Yeah.
Is it?
It's beyond cold. It is like.
I think we should do an episode on that.
Jumping into the Potomac River in the winter. Something.
It's it's honestly much better than any ice bath, but it's some guys, I don't know why guys sometimes handle it better, but some women handle it better than guys. It's all about your own body, and I just like, I'm like this. Other people talk to me, they're not even shaking, and I'm like, how do you do that? I don't know.
I've never ever understood how like these NFL players get into this ice bath after a game.
That is 1,000 times worse than cryotherapy. I'll tell you.
Okay, good.
I'll tell you straight up, that's 100% worse.
So you got into the cryotherapy for personal reasons because of your back.
Right. So yeah, unfortunately that is true. So in 2017, I was like 10 days out from a powerlifting competition and a triathlon the same weekend. And I know you think that's crazy, but I'm crazy. And I train very hard and I make sure I take care of myself. And I had trained 5 months. I mean, this is 2017. So I was already kind of fit, but now I was really fit. And I was 10 days out and I was warming up on deadlift. It was like a warm up for me, 275. That's a lot of weight. I just wasn't paying attention. I waved to someone to say hi, and I didn't reset my form properly, and I tore a muscle along my spine. And within 30 minutes, I was like, oh my God, I lost like the ability to walk, and I was crawling. I had to have an Uber driver pick me up, and I was like crying, and then I couldn't lay down, dress myself, sit on the toilet for like 2 weeks. Like, we go over a speed bump, it was like my spine was like rattling. So I was like, how can I heal my body faster from within? And that's hyperbaric chamber or cryotherapy. It forces this physiological change in the body to rejuvenate the cells faster. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to sign up for an unlimited at this place in Maryland. And I went every day for 30 days. And the orthopedic surgeon was like, what have you been doing? Like, you're healing way faster than you should be. And I was like, I'm freezing myself. Like, no one knew about it then. So ever since then, trust me, I'm like everyone else. I'm like, you think I'm going to like heal myself in this freezing chamber? And then I was like, oh my God, like it really, the science is there, but until you do it and see it, you just don't believe it. And then I was a believer. So here we are.
I can't wait. So where are you actually located in Ashburn? Like, give us a icon.
So right off of Loudoun County Parkway in Guilford. Do you guys know where Bowmead Circle is in Guilford? And yeah. So pretty close, pretty convenient. We just moved here to this location in November. So Jesse knows our last location was 800 square feet, and now we're in 3,600, which was a big jump. So now I need the quarantine to be over.
Yeah, really.
So yeah, I'm trying to stay positive and sane like everybody else. But at the end, I hope everyone realizes me and Josie talk about health every day to people, every day for the last 13 years. And now I hope people take it a little more seriously, right?
Health is wealth.
Hey,
literally.
You know, the way we look at it, McKenna, is that these small businesses like yours, you can either choose to kind of hibernate and put your head underneath the pillow, or you can get out there and adapt and try to do something different. And I love the fact that you're engaging on social media and you're finding ways to provide service and value to your customers. That's really impressive. And I think it's going to pay dividends when you get on the other side of this. Hopefully you'll have a bigger customer base and you'll be able to jump right into it without skipping a beat.
No, I really hope so. And I'm trying to just stay interactive in the community and lift other people up, because I know it's not fun for anyone. Even if you have money, you don't have money, it's not a good situation, but we're trying to there is an end to this, right? So we will be there on the other side, and hopefully everyone will be there with us.
Yes, we will.
Good for you. That's awesome. Josie, we wanted to say hello to Josie, but it looks like she's not going to join you at all. So
I wonder if she's here. Josie, are you here? She's probably like, no. If you know us, Jesse knows that I dress Josie up like in ridiculous costumes sometimes and make her like be in videos, and it's so the opposite of Josie's like personality, which makes it so funny. So when you guys come here, I promise you she will be here.
Okay, good.
That's a deal. Hey, McKenna, thanks for joining us today. This was a lot of fun.
No problem. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you guys in person soon.